Hello everyone, I am Onur Arsoy from Computer Engineering Department. Nowadays, people can easily produce basic or main materials using only one machine. This may be surprising if this is the first time you hear, but after a little bit of thinking, it works like printer. You give it a paper to it, and a few seconds later, it prints what you want on the paper. If you think I'm talking about 3D printer, yes, you are right. Today, I will be talking about two main benefits of 3D printers in terms of medicine, then modeling and production. This is the overview of my presentation. Let me move on the first part. First of all, the most important advantage of 3D printing process is that it can provide customized and personal solutions in medicine. In patients where standard treatments or protheses provide limited benefit, the risk of incompatibility is also eliminated. An example of 3D printer usage in medicine is to use living tissues. With the studies carried out at Harvard University 2018, tissues containing real cells have been produced and blood vessels have begun to be obtained with these tissues. Another example is about human bones. In 2011, Bose, a Washington State University professor, combined some chemicals with ceramic powder to produce the first man-made bone. Here is the last example on medicine side. A group of surgeons at Utrecht University Hospital managed to replace the entire skull of 22-year-old woman with a 3D printed plastic implant in 2014. Immediately afterwards, a custom-designed titanium skull was produced and transported in a similar way for a man with a broken skull in China. These operations have been one of the most successful areas of 3D printer applications in medicine. I can easily say that usage of 3D printers become very common in near future, and we will hear it used in quite a lot of treatments. Now, I will move to the second part of my presentation. When building a project, you can 3D print a test prototype before investing in an expensive molding tool. Of course, printing a production ready prototype provides confidence before making large investments. 3D printing makes this possible in less time and at a cheaper price. This way, there is much less risk in production lines. Also, traditional prototype production requires tooling and machining. You have to pay workers for their labor and buy expensive equipment. The whole process can take weeks. Even worse, your first prototype is never your last. You have to redesign the prototype and relive the same process. On the contrary, 3D printing only takes hours. If your designs are ready at the end of the day, you can pick up your prototype the next morning. Once the designer has completed the designs, they can be converted into a printer readable file and printed. No additional intervention is required during this process. No one will wait for weeks and products will be able to market faster. Also, redesigning your prototypes won't take few days. It takes just a few hours. Furthermore, the head of the 3D printer can create infinite and complex shapes easily. This feature gives a higher structural integrity to 3D printing. With 3D printing, the possibilities are endless. The only limitation is one's imagination. Nowadays, 3D printer technology is used in almost every industry. If we examine this pie chart, from motor vehicles, which is 20%, to governmental or military purposes, which is 6%, we use 3D printers in different fields of production. This graph is from 2012. Today, we know that 3D printers are used much more widely. As a result, 3D printing is so powerful that you can print almost anything, from food, clothing, homes, to organ tissues and cells. To sum up, I talked about fascinating technology, 3D printing, in two main sections, as medicine and modeling producing. Thanks for your attention. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. These are my references. Thanks.